that when you work hard with dedication, you can transform your own life and others' lives. And they are a testimony of that. Listen to this. Every month, they have over 15,000 points just coming from their PC Plus, from their preferred customers. If we make the math, that means that they have over 150 customers every single month. And this is just the beginning. They have enrolled over 1,500 people personally. That means that they've been transforming more than 15,000 families, which is so incredible. The next trip, the incentive trip that we are going to have in Bahamas, they are bringing a team of 92 team members. That is teamwork. And today, they're gonna bless us and they're gonna share from their heart because they believe in that trifecta: spiritual healing, physical healing, and financial healing. So let me introduce you to the incredible Scott and Renita Brennan.
Wow, what a great experience this has been today. Isn't it been awesome? Give it up for yourselves for taking time and energy and money to come here today.
We're so thankful to be here with all of you. And of course, we want to start by thanking David Schmidt, right? In his vision and his leadership. We want to thank Meredith and the entire LifeWave corporate team. Can we get up for all of LifeWave corporate?
Woo! You guys are so hot. You guys are so hot. Is that compliant? You're hot. I love it. And we want to thank God, because without him, none of this would be possible, and we know that. And we want to finish off the day today with something that we think is so powerful in your business that all of you, when they asked us to speak about goal setting, we said we need to talk about one thing, and it's speed. How many of you guys know speed rules the day? Raise your hand if you know that. Slow is painful in direct sales. So we're going to start with a quick little video. You guys ready for it? I think it's up there. You guys ready? Yeah, dim the lights. Let's go.
Now loaded in. Secretariat surging from the gate. Secretariat refusing to yield, driving forward.
This is unbelievable. No horse can take this pace.
Secretariat and Sham locked in a deadly duel. It's Secretariat and Sham.
Oh, man, this is a catastrophe.
Let it run, Ronnie. Let it run.
With a half mile still to run, Secretariat sprinting away. Entering the final turn, Secretariat is moving like a tremendous machine.
That's impossible.
He laughs at fear, afraid of nothing. He does not shy away from the sword. He cannot stand still when the trumpet sounds.
The lead is now 24 lengths. 28 and still surging. Secretariat by 30. Secretariat wins.
Okay, you guys, I can't even watch that without crying. There's something wrong with me. When our son was putting that little video together for us, Rocco was like, Mom, I can't stop crying watching this. And I'm like, good, that means you have a heart. And so we're so thankful, you guys, to be here talking about speed because we think it's crucial in your business. We think that when you're slow, you get stagnant, right? So 2026 is your year. Say, this is my year. You're ready to run with us with God's speed. I'm going to tell you why. Why, Scott?
Well, I mean, who feels like it's the third week of January and we're still in the starting blocks? We're still in the gates, right?
Yeah.
So who's ready to run with us? Who's ready to run?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Slow is crowded, speed separates. So you want to be different. You want your business to be different. You need to decide quickly. You need to act quickly. Let's help people enroll. Let's get patches on people. Let's move with conviction and confidence and speed, right?
You know, last night I went to get my hair straightened at a local salon, and I walked in and I said to this woman, I was talking about our technology, and she looks at me while she's doing my hair. She goes, "Do you mean this is an innovative technology?" And I was like, "Am I in the Truman Show?" I said, "Yeah, yes, it's an innovative technology." She goes, "I literally have been on a 21-day fast at church, and I've been praying for something for my chronic situation going on. I've also been praying for an opportunity because I've been a hairstylist for over 35 years. And she goes, I feel like you're an answer to prayer." And I want to tell you guys, yeah, you can clap for that, because at 2:34 a.m., I got a text message from my new brand partner, Claire, and she said to me, "I cannot sleep." She said, "I am so fired up about this. I feel like what I was praying for, you came in and sat in my chair and delivered." How many people are praying for all of you right now to go be an answer to prayer? I want you to raise your hand and give a little clap if you feel like you could be. So, like Scott said, if you don't know this yet, this is the biblical year of anointing. So we love the Lord. That's our strong, bold belief. But I'm here to tell you, I love the Chinese calendar too. I love studying all these modalities of healing and different ways of the body restoring. But what I love is the biblical year of anointing. Do you know what that means? You guys can go ahead and read it. It means that it's the activation and empowerment of our gifts and our calling forward. It's the healing and restoration, renewed joy. And how many of you need some renewed joy? Give it up here if you need some renewed joy. I mean, like 4 of you. How many of you need some renewed joy? You gotta get it. How about saying light and clarity? Are you kidding? It says spiritual illumination and divine guidance. I didn't make this, but it's interesting that our convention this year is called Illuminate. AI made this for me. When it said spiritual illumination, I thought, oh my goodness gracious, like this AI is tracking with me. Consecration and purpose, we're set apart for living differently. How many of you believe that we have a spiritual gift, literally a gift that God gave us through this patch, through this group of people, through this leadership, through David Schmidt, to go out there and be an answer to prayer? Clap your hands if you believe that. Now, for those of you that don't know about the fire horse, I'm pretty crazy about this. I bought myself a pair of cowboy boots from Montana. I love the year of the fire horse, and in the Chinese calendar, this means that the year 2026 is a fast momentum year. It's a breakthrough year. How many of you guys realize this? It's an activation year. It's speed. That's what the year represents. It's unstoppable energy. How many of you are ready for unstoppable energy? And a couple of you. I am so crazy about unstoppable energy. I'm like, we've got to run. We've got to go. There's so many people to help. This is the moment. If you've ever been thinking, I've got to maybe do this, maybe I should wait a little longer, I'm here to tell you, it's like, let him run, Ronnie, let him run. Like she said in the video. Like, that's how I feel. I'm like, we got to go. And so I want to say this on the bottom, because literally, look at this verse. But his word, can you guys put your hands on your heart? Put your hand on your heart for a second. Oh my God, come on, Lord. But his word was in my heart like a fire shut up in my bones. I was weary of holding it back, and I could not. Are you kidding me? How many of you believe that verse is for you? I know it's for me.
And how many just from the very beginning listening to David talk, you just feel his heart, right? Can anybody resonate with that? You've got fire in your heart, and you're weary of holding it back, and we don't have to, right? We don't have to. Like, now is your moment. So I want to quick raise a hand, whether you're online, the chat, you can put in, raise your hand if you own a business. If you own a business, raise your hand. Now, everyone's hand should be in the air, right?
Right.
We're not employees of Lifeway. We've got the great employees, the dream team over here, right?
Right.
But you own your business, and so how do you feel in your heart about this business? How do you think, and how are you going to act? Maybe it's a little bit like the old mare, right? Nice horse, but not a lot going on, just kind of sitting, waiting for something to happen, right? How about this? Anybody old enough in the room to remember this guy, Mr. Ed? Right? All talk. Again, nice horse, entertaining, right? Maybe that was your last opportunity, and you thought you were going to achieve something, but it was all talk, right? Or maybe you're like this guy.
Give me a ticket? No. I'm going to give you my phone number in case you want to grab a drink sometime.
I don't drink, but I do ride.
Maybe you're walking around and you're still talking about the last challenge that you had in your old company that you're not a part of anymore, right? Maybe you're talking about your challenges and the struggles, and I got news for you. The secret is joy.
Yes!
The secret is joy. The secret is love.
Come on!
And so remember the first time you heard about LifeWave.
I'm going to tell you this. Did you say, wow? just like Claire last night when I was talking to her about the patch, because we should all be leading with a patch. How many of you right now have an extra sleeve of patches along with you? Do you have patches? Hold them up if you got them with you. Because you guys are in business. The rest of you might need to upgrade to the premium packs. You got some patches to take along and start patching the hairdressers.
Upgrade
Just
your
saying.
kits. Let's go.
Upgrade the kits. But she said, when you guys know when Secretariat was born, Penny. I love that it was Penny, by the way, because we all love Penny here with LifeWave, right? But this was Penny Cherny, her name was, and she said to herself, wow. When he was born, she said one word. She said, wow. I want to ask you this. How many of you in the last 3 years have heard the word wow, or you've said the word wow when someone has told you a testimony? I want you to raise your hand. I mean, this is the wow business. When somebody says wow, I'm just thinking to myself, they're about to be in my business, right? Because they're that person. And she said, literally, Penny said in her heart, she said, I was looking at something that only happens once in a lifetime. How many of you know that we're part of something right now with LifeWave that is like once in a lifetime opportunity? Yeah, clap for that. It's a big deal. So we want to talk to you about momentum, this moment and action, right? You have to commit right now. How many people are you guys willing to patch every day? You know, some people say 2. Jay said, can we speak to 2 people a day? 2 conversations. Our system teaches 5 people a day. Every system, some people teach 3. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to do to get into action to actually move the needle in your business? Because it's totally up to you, right? So the right activities are going to quickly create that speed and that momentum in your business.
So everybody put your hand on your heart really quick again. So it starts here, it starts in your heart, but it's out of the abundance of your heart that your mouth speaks.
Come on.
So you need to take action. We need to take action. We need to move. We need to get to it.
Yeah.
You know, when you hear about a great financial decision, when should you make the decision? Now. When you hear about someone over there praying for, an opportunity to optimize their wellness, when should you go and meet them at that place of need? Now, right? Take action. So speak, it's an action, right? We want to start here. That's where it begins, but don't let it end there.
Yeah.
Does this resonate with anybody? Somebody, went through a challenge and you thought about them and you thought about reaching out. You thought about sending the card in the mail. You thought about meeting them in their place of need, but you didn't. Anybody else do that? Don't let that happen in 2026.
Yeah.
Out of the abundance of the heart, we move, we act, we speak, right?
That's right. Now, did you know this about Secretariat? So when I did this, I couldn't even believe the correlation between LifeWave and Secretariat, right? Like once in a lifetime opportunity. Do you guys know that Secretariat's heart was 22 pounds? Do you know that the average thoroughbred is 8.5 pounds? His heart was 2.5 times. This gets me so great. I want to cry. And he was 2.5 times bigger than any other race course. Of course he was going to win. Sham, the guy that was like neck to neck with him, his heart was 18 pounds. Isn't this crazy? Again, the average thoroughbred was 8.5. So do you see a correlation that these big hearts are fast movers? Anyone seeing this? My question is, how big is your heart? That's determining if you're a fast mover. But it was perfectly formed. It wasn't like a defect. They said it was perfectly formed, and guess what they called Secretariat's heart condition? It wasn't a condition, it was like a superpower. They called it the X Factor.
The X39?
When I read X Factor, I almost passed out. I am thinking, are you kidding me that we have the X39 and this large heart condition was called X Factor? What are the chances? I mean, so how big is your heart? I had this vision where we have a heart, and I thought, we have all these lights coming out of our heart. Miracle for finances, miracle for health, miracle for family restoration, miracle for community restoration, miracle for whatever.
Wow.
And had this vision of a heart and just lights, beams of lights shooting out of the heart. How many beams of light do you want shooting out of your heart? Because I want like 1 billion, right, coming out of that heart. How big is David Schmidt's heart? How many of you guys think David Schmidt has the most enormous loving heart? Clap your hands. How about Meredith, Janine? I mean, all these beautiful, special people. Give it up for this team. Wow. So listen, why did he win the Triple Crown? Why was this horse so cool? Not just the X Factor, but this gave him more oxygen, more endurance, and unmatched stamina, right? Here's what you need. When you have a bigger heart, do you know that you have a bigger capacity to serve? Some of you want to have a huge team, but you're like, I don't want to call the 2 people I have. I'm like, dude, you got to pick up the phone. You got to get in communication with these people. How big is your capacity? How big is your heart to serve, right? Capacity to love. Capacity to stay faithful when others quit. Just like Teresa Getz just said, do what you say you're going to do, right? If you commit, do it then. So great victories require great capacity. So if you're saying, I want this to be my year, 2026, this is the 5-horse speed year for me, you have to ask yourself, what is my capacity? What am I willing to endure? What am I willing to go forth and put action to this goals that we have, right? Go ahead, Scott. Sorry.
Yeah, so one of the things that Renita's great about is asking questions. What is it that you want? What is it exactly that you want?
Yeah.
Right? People are always asking her because she's such a great recruiter, and we work really well together, you know, and we go from helping to leading, right? And so, you know, we're trying to lead, so we're doing it by action. But Renita says, tell me exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Tell me exactly what you want, right? And then, you know, they start telling you. And by the end of the conversation, they think like, wow, she's great or he's great. And we barely talked. We're just asking questions, right? But we're listening, right? So like John Getz said, you become really good at asking questions. You become really good at listening and really hear what people are saying and meet them where they're at, right?
And some of you, I would say, need to put the blinders on because the Lucy and Lauren, the trainer that actually trains Secretariat, do you know that the single thing, because Secretariat was kind of a live wire, they called him Big Red, right? He was just kind of a horse that was kind of all over the place. And as soon as they put they call them the blinkers, I call them the blinders. As soon as they put the blinders on Secretariat, everything changed in his performance. How many of you need to put the blinkers on? Any of you? I think you need to like hone it in and get rid of this and that and the other thing that are holding you back, and you say, it is time to get laser focused and run with speed.
Remember Meredith's talk in the beginning, right? With the flashlight. And you're walking down, and my goal is to talk to those 2 people today. Right? And all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait a second, you know? So stay focused.
Yeah.
Like have strategy, but go after it. Go after it with energy and joy and passion.
And I love this little rider, this little jockey, right? Ron Turcotte. You guys know this guy. He was a champion spirit. He didn't just win with Secretariat. You guys got to know this. The year before in '72, he won with Riva Ridge. So he had a spirit of winning and championship spirit in him. How many of you guys like to win? Raise your hand. Now listen, we didn't come from a champion bloodline of winning. I'm going to be honest with you. We're the generational chain breakers up here, Scott and I. We didn't come from health and we didn't come from wealth, but you can make certain it's coming from us. Are you guys that person? Right? So 3,300 races this guy won. Are you kidding me? This guy was just a machine. Look at that, how it correlates to LifeWave. #1 in momentum. I mean, we are like straight up. We are the darling of direct sales. Right, Meredith? That's who we are. All eyes are on us, and they're all coming this way.
And just like Secretariat, it's a series of sprints, right? So in 1973, Secretariat ran 21 races, 1.25 miles to 1.5 miles, right? So 1 mile at a time, sprints. And guess what? 21 races, didn't win all of them. This is the greatest horse in the history of horse racing, didn't win all of his races. Lost 20 or 25% of the races that Secretariat ran, right? So here we are. So don't let the no, set you back or get you down. Don't let that keep you from your destiny, right? We're all going to get no's. Do you think that we enrolled as many people as we did and we got sad for more than a second if someone said no?
No.
When we talk to people and we say, tell me how it's going, if they say I'm frustrated, they tell me the exact same thing. I keep telling this guy, I keep telling this girl, I keep telling my brother to get involved, and he keeps telling me no, but I keep telling him. I'm like, oh my gosh, move on.
Yeah.
Right? Move on with joy.
Say this with me, next. Say it with a little more power, next. I walk around with that spirit of certainty on me. Do you know why? Because I know I'm just out there to bless people, but if they're not want to receive the blessing yet, I'm not going to beg them for it, okay? And then you just say next. Now, who you run with matters. Look around at all these beautiful people here. Look at your team. Look at corporate. Look at David Schmidt. This is who we're running with. When I'm around these people, I just think these guys are all champions. Like, I walk around with that spirit, like they are all champions. I love knowing these people. I love my children. My biggest indicator is, do you want your kids to be around them? I want our kids to live with Meredith, right? I mean, we want our children, and David Schmidt too. We want our families around these people, and all of you. Why? Because you're amazing. I'm like, talk to Matt Curtis again. This guy's a dreamer, right? So your vision, so you got to get a vision for your life, because without a vision, people perish. Your heart, how big is your heart? Make a big heart like this for me right now. Just do it. Just do it. Come on. We're all doing it so no one looks stupid. You got it. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I wish I had a camera. Can someone take a picture of that quick? Get the picture. Get the picture. Yeah. You got it. Good. All right, put it back down. So your vision, your heart And it's your action. Some people say it's destiny. No, it's called a destination. If I'm gonna get from here to my room in the hotel, I'm gonna have to take action to walk there. It's not a destiny like it falls in your lap. Destiny is destination, boys and girls. It's action. You gotta bust out of here with the speed of Secretariat. Live boldly. This is your destiny. We love you. May God bless you, keep you, and shine his face upon you. And let's make it the year of speed.
Love you, Lifeway. Thank you. Thank you.